Hello, my name is Wes Dawson, and welcome back to another episode of Gabagool, Nate, and you have landed on quite the episode. You see, this week I'm going to share with you an experience, a life-altering revelation that has shook me to my very foundations and surely will have an impact on the rest of my life moving forward. And I can assure you that this story is 100% true. You know, I am known within my friend group as the modern-day Abe Lincoln. And no, it's not because of that cancerous mole I have on my left cheek, rather the fact that I cannot tell a lie. So I've recently undertaken a renovation project at my home, and now I'm at the phase that I'm into our kitchen. So we have a window overlooking some bird feeders on the north-facing side of the house. I tore up that bench to try and see what was behind the wall, and I found some shocking surprises. Firstly, there were the initials WD carved into the wall. There was a picture of myself as a child and a non-functioning walkie-talkie. So I hadn't really thought much of what I found at first, and then a week to the day was the night that Aurora Borealis became visible in the night sky. And on that night, I noticed a certain chitter coming from the radio. And what happened next was not only awe-inspiring, it was somewhat terrifying. I had a response on the radio. And no, it wasn't a neighbor, it wasn't a family friend, it wasn't one of my buddies pulling a prank on old Wes Dawson. It was myself 30 years into the future. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds suspiciously like the 2000 film Frequency, starring Dennis Quaid and that other actor everybody recognizes, but nobody actually knows his name. But I assure you, it is true. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's get into it. Hello, Wes. This is Wes Dawson from Gabagool, Nate. Are you there? Hello, Wes. This is Wes Dawson from Gabagool, Nate. Are you there? Hey, Wes. How you doing? Thank you so much for responding. It's truly an honor to have you on the program. Well, you mean that you're on my program? Well, no, I'm calling you. You're a guest on Gabagool, Nate. No, you're my guest on Gabagool, Nate. Whoa. What are you talking about? No, I found the walkie-talkie, so I'm calling you. That makes you my guest. No, I don't think so. This sounds like a blast from the past. I believe this is like a retro episode on my episode, so you're on my show. Okay, whoa, this makes no goddamn sense. Hey, I created Gabagool and 8, okay? So I think I have the right to decide who is going to be the guest on whose show. Yeah, you may have created your bootleg podcast show, but you understand I've been holding down the fort for the past 30 years. I'm the one who built the following. I'm the one who has sustained this level of success, so you can be my guest. All right, well, let's not waste any more time arguing about why I'm right. Let's just get into it. We only have 8 minutes, so would it be all right if I rapid fire some questions? Yeah, no problem. Gabagool is only 8 seconds now. It's Gabagool in 8 seconds. People's attention spans have devolved to the point that even 8 seconds is considered excessively long. Oh, okay, wow. Where to start? All right, I'll start with a topical question then, I guess. What's going on with masks? Are we still wearing these things? What the hell's going on 30 years from now? Well, yeah, but it's more of like a retro fashion thing now. Personally, I find it kind of stupid, but I just wear it because I want to be able to pick up men. Oh, so we're gay now? You got a problem with that, you fucking homophobe? Whoa, no, it's not like that. I'm honestly surprised we pulled the trigger. No, what happened was there was an equality movement about 5 years ago, and it led to all genders being amalgamated into one that we now call male. Wow, that must be really confusing. Oh, yeah. And what about the LGBTQ community? We've been making a lot of headway back in 2021, and 30 years from now, how's it going with this new one gender thing? Oh, they're fucking pissed. Okay, let's move on to sports. Montreal Canadiens, how are they doing? Have they finally won that next Stanley Cup? No, still no cup since that 92-93 season, but this year was an isolated case. Next year, we're pretty confident it's pretty much in the bag. Oh, what makes you so sure this time around? Well, the new coach isn't ranked very high, but he's a third-level calligrapher, and he used to do French spoken-word poetry. What the fuck does that have to do with hockey? What about Gabagool and 8? What's going on with the podcast? Where are we at 30 years from now? Well, basically, I'm a 5-star media mogul. Immense success and wealth. Indescribable fame and fortune. We're truly blessed.
Wes, if you're using my bathroom, clean your goddamn gunk out of my tub.
Who was that? That was just one of my many house staff. Okay, what about, television, movies, Hollywood? What's going on with general entertainment? No, as you see, the Cultural Appropriation Act of 2030, it doesn't allow for any writer, director of a given race or religion or gender identity to represent anyone outside of their own particular situation. So an actor can't portray a character that isn't the same age, religion, race, and social demographic as themselves. Wow, that must make for some very interesting films. Yeah, historical dramas are off the table, same for fantasy, sci-fi, sports films. No, basically all we have are these Hollywood biopics of actors who can't find work because they can only play themselves. What about pro wrestling? Well, Monday Night Raw is now a combo of pro wrestling and delivering the nightly news. Sorry, what? Yeah, if you want a more conservative take on it, you watch Raw. If you like a more left-leaning news take on it, you watch SmackDown. Okay, I am scared to ask, what about music? Well, now all music is created and owned by Coca-Cola and Disney, so basically just a mashup of old jingles, as well as an algorithm that tracks the most popular words and expressions used in popular music over the past 30 years. Wow. They're pretty much just long commercials that just talk about fucking and a lot of uhs mixed in there. Honestly, I dare not tread onto any other subject, so would you mind if we just move into a good bad with a future perspective on things? Alright, a good. The internet is 100% free for everyone. The bad is that it exclusively contains the music videos that accompany the songs I described earlier. Wow, okay, well this next segment I can handle myself. Dumb shit people say who should be smarter. That's when I said in the year 2020, you need to invest in your dreams, and I'm going to invest all of my life savings into Gabagool and 8. Oh yeah, that one kind of backfired. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have. Luckily, we're still at an 8-minute block as opposed to an 8-second block. So upcoming for next week, we're going to see who else I can contact through time and space using this, for lack of a better word, magic radio. Now, if it only works on a Roy Borealis, I'm selling this goddamn thing on eBay. Don't have that kind of patience. Another thing I may try is writing letters and leaving them in my lake house mailbox, hoping that maybe Keanu Reeves will find them, write me back, and we'll start some kind of time-warped romantic entanglement together. And I suppose my last question is, Wes, would you mind me calling on you again in the future? No pun intended. Yes, of course I'd be delighted, and don't worry, puns make a comeback in 10 years. Wow, what an episode of Gabagool and 8. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Please listen, like, share, and subscribe. And just remember, if you want to have an experience just like this, do not hesitate. Start tearing the walls off your house, let her rip, and hopefully you'll find some magical telecommunication device like I did.